Live from Ever Media Studios in Los Angeles, this is EverTalk Live.
Happy Tuesday and welcome to EverTalk Live. I'm Josie Moye.
And I'm Erin Ziering.
Thanks so much for filling in for our dear Rob Mack today.
Yes, I'm so happy to be here. When I got to run into you last night and you said you needed somebody this morning, I was here in a second.
Yes, she was. In true Hollywood form. I'm perched up at the bar at Craig's, right down the street in West Hollywood, and you know, the who's there. Elton John's in the corner, and then Erin's walks
such
in.
an LA night.
Such an LA night. Totally gowned out, looking beautiful, and she sits down next to me at the bar. Oh, you're here, perfect. Rob just texted and he's not feeling well. Do you want to host a show with me tomorrow? She's like, yes, of course, I'll be there. So then we enjoyed a little rosé, and here we are.
Yeah, went home, put a face mask on because you know after wine, the skin is a little rough. But I was here this morning, and I'm so honored to be here. Thank you. And there's no other way I'd want to spend my special day than sitting here with you guys.
I mean, and it's your birthday.
It's my birthday.
What a way to start the day. So do you have any birthday goals, wishes, anything for this year lined up?
I do. So this past weekend, every girl stepped out and was there. I wanted to go to brunch and hotels and parties and all kinds of fun stuff for my birthday weekend. And today is the actual day, and I just want to work. I want to start the year off with a focus and a mentality of I'm here to work this year. And I put all that behind. I'm good. I got it out of my system, and I'm ready to start the morning. So this was the perfect way to start my birthday.
Cheers to that. And we've got very special guests this morning to celebrate with you today.
Yes, I cannot wait to talk to all these guests.
Good morning, everyone. Back in the studio.
Good morning.
Hello. We've got Dr. Lisa Masterson in the house. You might recognize her from shows like The Doctors and Good Morning America, every show. She's totally pioneering the field of women's health. Dr. Lisa, so how do you start your day? What's your morning routine like?
You're so nice, and I want to give a birthday wish out there because that's just so awesome. But basically, it's always ad lib because I might get up to deliver a baby or something, so I kind of like jump out of the bed. I'm happy if I can give a little bye-bye to my dog Fred, or if I get a smooch to my husband, but literally it's kind of up and out. Or if I'm really luxurious, I may have time to get like a fruit smoothie, which I absolutely adore, and I switch that up, and I love because it just kind of perks you right up. But I kind of have been trained to like, boom, get up and go, because I never know when I gotta get up and go.
I like that. I mean, that's like the bouncing with pep. I need a coffee or something. You don't even stop. You don't have that espresso maker on speed dial right there when you get up.
What?
Espresso maker on speed dial? We would need one of those. If you have to wake up and deliver a baby.
They have those, like where you can have it set for times, like just make my coffee.
You just have to like be awake, and that's what you get trained for in residency. It's to just like get up and go and be ready and just sort of be awake and just do it. So I really have never had, I just sort of like set my clock and I'm up, and that's kind of it.
I love that energy.
Me too. Live ready. Well, thank you so much for being with us, Dr. Lisa. Rodrigo Massa is in the house, starring on Netflix El Dragon, and releasing a music video for his latest single. Good morning.
Good morning. So glad to be here with you girls. And morning routine, right?
Yes. How do you wake up and stay woke?
Okay, I have to be honest. I always give myself those 15 minutes in bed just not doing anything. I think that's kind of important. And then, like, my mind is very active in the morning. Right now, I'm a nerd. I'm studying Polish right now. I love studying languages. That's like my obsession in life. And so that's the moment that I find in the mornings to do my lessons and to listen to Polish music, which is very happy music. It's very interesting. So it starts my day on like an interesting note. And then in like all physical stuff, like going to the gym, I can't do that in the morning. I can't wake up and go to the gym. It has to be in the evening. For me, it's like more mental in the morning, like studying, listening to music, doing something that will activate my brain. That's the thing that I do.
These energies in the morning are really great. I mean, there's like the mental clarity of being able to learn a language is a lot. I'm really impressed by this.
How do you say good morning in Polish?
Yeah.
I'm sorry?
How do you say good morning in Polish?
How you say good morning? Dzień dobry.
He actually knows it.
That's kind of cool, right? Dzień dobry.
Oh, I know this language now. I know like one
Greetings
word.
to all the Polish people that are watching us right now.
Oh my goodness. Well, Olivia Womack is in the house. We're talking passion, purpose, and magic with boudoir photography today. Good morning, Olivia.
Good morning.
So how do you wake up and stay woke? What's your routine?
Well, let's see. I get to have the fabulous hat of being mommy. Wake up, make lunch for my boys, drop them off at school, and swing by often to the beach and just soak it in. I love doing movements and just kind of releasing and being thankful and grateful for the day. And then I'm off, to do business and my passion. Yeah.
That's a beautiful way to start a morning. I gotta take some notes here. That's like
I know.
body movement and feeling good. and
Yes, and just releasing. Yeah, I may look a little crazy on the beach, but you know what? Just letting it go and doing some. Yeah, nobody's watching me, and I'm just doing some good moves.
I love how unapologetic that is. Who cares? Just do you, boo.
Exactly.
Right?
That's what I'm all about. Yes.
Mitra Silva from Seymour Designs is in the house. Good morning, Mitra.
Good morning. How are you guys?
Oh, we're grateful you're here. So how do you wake up and stay woke?
So I have 3 things that I do in the morning. First, I drink a glass of water with a spoon of coconut oil. That's my everyday. So I wake up, I have that. Then I meditate for 10 minutes. Sometimes I do guided meditation. Sometimes I stay silent, still just sit down and just do a silent meditation, which sometimes it gets hard when I have to wake up early and start my day. And then the third thing, like you, I dance. I put like one song and I just put my headphone on so when no one can hear. I just like dance like crazy because I want to start my day very intentional with positive energy. And that anchors my energy myself to go through the day and create and interact because I want to be the best self, the best version of myself throughout the day.
Wow.
How do you choose that song in the morning? Like, is there like an energy or how you want to start the day? What do you?
I have a playlist, and I know the ones that it really triggers a lot of my emotions. So it's just like a very happy song, and that becomes my workout. Like 5 minutes, I go on, and sometimes like, oh, I didn't know I have that moves.
I didn't know I had those moves.
So it's good. It's really good. Just like,
Well, thank you all so much for being with us. We look forward to continuing the conversation later in the show. That is so amazing. Hashtag goals. I wish I could wake up and dance. I'm not a morning
What
person.
song would your song be? Like this morning, starting your day, what would it have been?
Okay, right now I'm obsessed with Julia Michaels. Do you know her?
No.
She's doing some really rad collabs with Niall, who's got that song, Nice to Meet Ya. So I'm a pop music junkie. And she's got this song called 17. 17 is my lucky number. And it's all about living in the dream like you're 17. And I really like to try and embody that. Now, I do not wake up dancing. I barely wake up until my 3rd cup of coffee, let's be honest. And that's already, I've made it from the valley to the studio and been a stock trader. Now I'm waking up. I'm starting to get my groove, but it takes me a minute.
Can we set this goal tomorrow morning? That we're gonna go on social media and share our dancing in the morning.
Let's
we're gonna
do it.
commit to this.
What song are you gonna pick?
I mean, I'm fresh and divorced, so Lizzo is kind of my
Oh! Yes, exactly.
Yeah, my
Toss
daughter's
that
like, toss that hair and touch my nails every morning. I'm still doing
Baby,
okay.
how you doing?
Right.
I love Lizzo. She came at just the right time in our lives, didn't
Yes,
she?
and all the good energy and everything, and it's like the girls and the empowerment, and I can do this, and I'm fine. That's where I am. So
You
I'd have my Lizzo on.
Okay, so
Yeah.
what else do you do in your morning? What's your routine?
My morning, I feel like listening to this, I really need to start checking in on myself in the mornings because I get out of bed, my dog, I have so many animals between like the rescue animals. So they jump
many
on me.
animals do you have?
So I have 2 kittens, 2 dogs, 2 guinea pigs.
Oh my God.
I have like 2 kids. I mean, going out, I'm like, I have a whole package available.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. But they get me up, so I have to start my morning with the dogs taking them out for the walk. The kittens are jumping on my face. Everyone wants to be fed. It's just chaotic. Then I have these kids. I'm like, get up, get ready for school.
Not to mention guinea pigs.
I don't take a moment, and that's like at 5:45. So I'd have to get up at like 5 for my me time.
Wow.
And I don't know if I have that in me.
I don't know either, Erin, because we have to be at Craig's.
Right, like Craig's the night before. There's a lot of stuff that like I'm currently committed to versus the 5 a.m. wake up.
You know, that's all right. Seasons of our life, right?
Exactly. I'll get there.
Speaking of seasons, it's red carpet season.
Yes, you looked amazing. Like the last
Oh.
time I was here, you were picking out jewelry.
Yes, getting gowned and out for the Oscars. It was the busiest weekend in Hollywood. We've got some B-roll we'll run through and talk about. But, you know, red carpets are one of like the most treacherous things in LA. They look so glamorous and nobody knows the work that goes into that entire look.
And then the storm that happened on top of it.
It was hailing in Beverly Hills, literally hailing. LA was serving a strong winter. There's Rob Back and I. We were there at the Regent Beverly Wilshire. And what you don't know is that red carpet was soaking wet. Soaking wet. Every woman had wet shoes. We were all freezing, trying to make it look good. And, you know, I don't mean to sound ungrateful by any means, but it is so real. You know, there's those real moments, even though you might look super glamorous and taking selfies together and posting the highlight, right?
Yeah.
And these are the highlights. It is a really kind of real practical thing sometimes.
Oh yeah, and then having to deal with the hair issue with all the rain and I was sitting there.
yeah.
I was sitting at like Rosaline laughing. I was like, oh my gosh, these poor girls right now. This is a lot. Watching your Insta stories and all the things.
Oh, it was a lot, but we had a really, really good time. Again, special thanks to Entertainment Studios for including us at that gorgeous gala. Maroon 5 was playing. That was amazing. I have a hardcore crush on Adam Levine.
Do we all? I mean, that's like a normal thing you're supposed to as a female who likes men.
Oh yeah, and being that pop music junkie that I am, there they are. I was rocking out like crazy, just waiting for that moment. I was like, you guys, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna ask for the selfie with Adam Levine. Did you? I didn't, but I wanted to. I couldn't find them. There was too many parties to go to, and once upon a time in Hollywood kind of moments. Ended up running into Tarantino later in the night. That was really amazing, but we had a really, really good time. Dancing the night away. I don't dance in the morning, so I do it at
Did you
night.
feel like a princess?
I did.
look
I
like
really
one.
did. Thank you.
Yeah, it's one of those things like a special night where I think all girls that are going are so excited because no matter where you are, you know, no matter how important your role is at the Oscars, you are dressed like a princess. And
Yes,
everyone's
exactly.
so excited. Like everyone has that moment of like going out and showing off and having their hair and their makeup and everything done. It's so glamorous.
So glamorous. You don't have to be a nominee just to be able to come out and to celebrate and to gather together and really honor all the hard work that
And
Hollywood
even if
does.
people didn't go to the Oscars, the whole town is lit up. So
Whole town.
even just going out for the night, I'm like, wait, I got to put it all together because you guys, I'm going to run into people that have it all together. So
Well, you always do, but yes, the paparazzi are right around the
Right
corner
around.
at any given turn. That is the life of Hollywood.
Exactly.
I mean, you've navigated so well. We recently saw an interview of you on the new show Parentology here on
Yes.
EverTalk TV network.
Uh-huh.
We've got a little clip of that. Let's take a minute.
Research shows that families who work together really then ultimately raise these young individuals who can be independent and they're not taking that extra baggage of self-esteem and confidence and organizational skills with them. And they're able to develop those better relationships. So let's talk about communication. You're at a different place than I'm sure you were before, but what is that like in your household?
So our house, I mean, I am a part of that millennial parenting generation where I feel like when we first got pregnant, everyone hands you the nurture shot.
Right.
You're reading all about it. You talk to your kids about everything. Discipline is all about having conversations and talking through things as a family and figuring out why you're feeling that way and getting at their level. So my style of parenting has always been over talking, I guess. Like just too much conversation.
Okay.
My kids are like, it's the worst punishment in the world when mom needs to like, it is so bad. Like mom's gonna talk to us, like mom's gonna tell us everything. And so like that's kind of been how I've always to them if there's something's going on or they were having a tantrum, and breaking down why they're feeling that way and how they're feeling and like where is this coming from, and figuring it out and getting to the root
Problem
of this.
solve, yes.
Problem solving. Where is it coming from?
Well, I have to say, I truly admire you. You have navigated Hollywood and motherhood with such grace and such integrity, Erin. Thank you for being a shining example to us all
you.
and the people that still want to have a family here, because it does seem like it could be impossible.
It feels like that, but you meet a great community here in LA. One of those things is like you have a great support system because there's people from all different walks of life and different areas and different morals and different values, and you can find a tribe and it can really get you through any situation. So when you commit to finding those people that you're going to spend your time with, that support you and love you, you feel like you could do anything and you're completely fine. And also, I have a great family, so they're so supportive of me too.
Do you have advice on finding a real authentic tribe in Los Angeles?
Is to not just think that it's all bad or everyone has this idea of who women are in LA. But we all come from different places. Everyone's from Minnesota, Wisconsin, and
Michigan.
right? In Ohio. You find those people that kind of grew up the same way, that think the same way as you, that want to see you succeed and support you. There's like a misconception of what people can be in LA, and I think that if you actually step back and go, we're all just transplants looking to have friends and build a life together and have barbecues and have wine on Sunday nights.
Exactly.
You find those people.
Even though you're stepping and repeating and being super glam on a red carpet, in the bathroom we're all helping each other with our zippers and fixing each other's hair and their gowns, and there really is a certain camaraderie.
You also get what you put out there. It's
That's
a
very
really
true.
important part of LA is when you go out and you're not staying at home in your pajamas every night, you're out, you're meeting people, and you have a great energy, you attract what you put out.
Well, we're attracting greatness, Erin.
Yes, we are. That's the plan, right?
That is the plan. Thank you again for being with us on your special day. We really appreciate it. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more on EverTalk Live. On the red carpet of the Entertainment Studios Oscars Gala 2020, we are celebrating everyone's hard work here in Hollywood.
That's right. So excited. Cannot wait to see Byron Allen.
And making memories tonight, Maroon 5 is playing.
Oh my gosh, who doesn't love Maroon 5, right? Do you have a favorite song, Jess?
All the memories.
All the memories. Fair enough. Touche. Very nice.
What an honor to be here 4 years in a row. Beyond just the hardest working people here in Hollywood, what are you here celebrating tonight?
Children's Hospital, that's what we're celebrating. They do amazing work. My mother had me 17 days after her 17th birthday. She was a teenage mom. Unfortunately, I became very ill, and she took me to Children's Hospital. They didn't turn us away. They did amazing work with me and helped save me, and didn't charge us a penny, and they do that every day for children and families. Long before I got there, long after I've been there, and we can't do enough. All of us can't do enough to help Children's Hospital.
So, obviously, you're excited tonight, but we're honoring everyone's hard work in Hollywood. What are you celebrating tonight, beyond just the films?
Beyond just the films?
Yeah.
I'm celebrating the fact that we can do this for the 4th year, that it's for such a fabulous cause, and that we can continue to support Children's Hospital.
What are you most looking forward to in celebrating and honoring tonight, besides the awards?
Raising $2 million for Children's Hospital LA, #CHLA.
Love that. And why does that matter so much to you?
Because children are dear to my heart, children are important to Byron, and children are our future.
And I think community, obviously Children's Hospital is a big one, an opportunity to kind of, be out and celebrate.
But I do think we have to celebrate the way women have not just arrived, but speaking loudly and boldly. I think Little Women is a film that we hopefully will all be celebrating tonight. And I think where Joaquin Phoenix is standing for and potentially, winning with the Joker work that he's done.
And the other thing that I'm celebrating is inclusion. So I think this year is a year of inclusion, and Mr. Allen definitely represents that. So that's a big celebration for me.
Thank you for continuing the legacy, Byron. We appreciate it.
It's all of us, everybody here tonight. So we're very happy to support them.
Welcome back to EverTalk Live. We are here with Olivia Womack. She is an incredible fine artist, as a photographer, mastering the boudoir, super sexy, unapologetic essence of a woman.
Absolutely.
So tell us about your journey.
My journey, well, let's see. I mean, from
I know you really wanted to be a caregiver.
Oh, yes.
You were a nurse, and
so I originally grown up just being a caregiver, just wanting to be a doctor in the ER, actually. And then freshman year, I was introduced to the amazing film days and developing and seeing that magic happen. So that's kind of where it started with the photography. Yeah.
And what is it about boudoir photography in particular that you really love?
Just giving women the self-confidence and self-love and releasing that self-doubt, and that they can accomplish the world and they can do it. So just giving them, energy that they are enough and worth it.
That's so important. You know, we were even talking a little bit about that, and what we see in the mirror when we see pictures of ourselves, usually what we see is something we don't like. But you've really mastered capturing an essence of a woman, that they can see themselves and love themselves unapologetically. But how do you do that? What's the process like?
Well, I mean, it starts with a design consultation. Meet with them about a month prior to the session and just finding out who they are and what speaks to their soul and what they envision their legacy to be documented and what speaks to them. So every session and wardrobe and location is so unique to them. And then during the session, I direct them and pose them, and just, I study the body and the form, and I think, again, just seeing what you don't see. And
how do you get over the nerves? Because have you ever done a boudoir shoot?
I have, and I did do one, and I was nervous. I did it after I had my second baby, and I wanted to do it for myself. Because I wanted to feel, and somebody has said, like, you should do this because it really makes you feel like sexy again. And there's a part of you after you become a mother and you have this changeover in life, and like, what is this and what's my body like now? And it's like going to somebody who can show you how to move your body and the angles, and you see it after and you're like, no, I am sexy. I do look okay when I'm in a bra and underwear, and it was for me. It wasn't for somebody else. I mean, I gave it to somebody, you know.
They appreciated it.
Let's all share this. They're beautiful to share, but do you find a lot of women do it for themselves?
Absolutely, yeah. And maybe they think it may be a stigma that it's selfish, but I think it is all about self-love and self-care. And because when you have that within, then it's easier to, give that to your relationships and every day when it comes from a place of full, when you have that.
When people are kind of struggling and nervous when they're in a session with you, maybe they're not feeling super sexy, how do you bring that out in them?
Just the way I talk, and I don't know, there's something I've heard magical about me that I just bring that out. And again, I just do my thing, and I don't know specifics as what I do, but again, I pose and direct and just let them know that it's okay to unapologetically be yourself. You're in a safe place. And, I'm there to see the art form and not judge, and just let free of those self-doubts and insecurities.
Well, we know you're here in LA doing a book signing this Thursday at Lux Lingerie. Tell us a little bit about the book and the event.
Yeah, so the book is a fabulous book, Essence of Women, Boudoir Portraits and Stories, of them telling their stories of how they were truly unbeknownst empowered. A lot of them did it for a significant other. The biggest gift to themselves. So again, it's just a celebration of life. There's always a season in life to celebrate. You've overcome and document that.
Well, and it's the perfect time to do that, especially around Valentine's Day, right? Yeah. First gift you should give is the gift to yourself.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, confidence.
Yes,
give yourself that. I mean, and also it's like the learning how to talk to each other as women too, like what you're doing. Women can leave that session and go, she just made me feel great. I want to make my friend feel that good whenever I'm talking to her. And we're getting ready and saying how amazing you look geting ready. That builds your confidence in a really beautiful way.
Important. Empower every other woman to just bring everybody else up. When you feel good about yourself, you don't need to knock each other down. Just uplift and encourage.
You're doing a really cool collaboration with Derek Gores too. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes. So again, I photographed the essence of the women, and then he takes it as an inspiration from one of the portraits, and adds again just her story with different, thousands of pictures from the session, favorite songs, and just, again, what speaks to her and who she is. So it's all a story within a story.
How would you describe your story?
My story? Goodness.
I would say passion and purpose equals magic.
Yeah,
and that's that from
yes,
you.
yes. I think definitely passion. This is just passion and perseverance. And when you put those two together, there is magic.
Your Instagram says elegance and emotion forever.
Elegance and emotion. That's exactly my little thing that photograph women's stories and their legacy with elegance and emotion forever.
I feel like women have the balance of like maybe you can't be elegant and emotional at the same time, and you can't show those two sides, and you can't be the businesswoman and the sexy woman, and you can't.
Such a hard time with that.
So I talked to them exactly during the session, just what to think about, and that's what brings out those emotions that maybe again is just locked in, and you want to release it, and
that's really great.
Well, please tell everyone where they can find and follow you.
Olivia Womack Photography on Facebook and Instagram.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Olivia.
you.
Have so much fun in LA. Stay tuned.
you.
Back with more on EverTalk Live.
Thank you.
¿Whisky?
Sí, gracias.
Tú disculparás las molestias, pero no me puedo dar el lujo de que sepan dónde estoy.
Sì, ti entiendo perfettamente, dai, non c'è nessun problema.
Muy bien. Dime, te escucho.
Lo que vengo a ofrecerte es muy sencillo. Miguel Garza, cazzo, non está más en el negocio de la filina. Digamos que ha tenido un pequeño brote de sensibilidad por aquellos que murieron.
Hi! I'm Jaslyn, by the way. That's what happens when the show's live.
I always do that. Every live show, I have to do something like that.
Well, Rodrigo, thank you so much for being with us. That was a look at El Dragon, obviously on Netflix. Tell us a little bit about your role in the series.
Oh my God, that was so much fun, and that was like also very challenging because you said that the only thing you say in Spanish is hola.
Yeah.
I'm kind of mixing Spanish and Italian there because it's a mobster from Calabria. So which means that I had to, well, I already speak Italian, but I had to learn the regional dialect and go through like so much preparation to do that. And I don't know, now that I see the scenes, it's like, oh, cool. That's every time I see it, it's like, okay, that feeling of I did it, like so many months preparing and studying the body expression, the way to talk, and it's kind of cool.
So what do you think is really resonating with audiences about the show?
Just the fact that this is something completely new for the Latin community, because we're very used to soap operas, and like drama and sort of like the same plots for a very long time.
Yeah.
And this is the first time that we're actually going big with an action show. I had stunts done in like a helicopter, and I was like, what is this? This is crazy for me as an actor who was so used to soap operas. It was the first time I did this, and I think people are really appreciating having that in their own language, you know, in Spanish. And by the way, it's also on Netflix in the U.S., Canada, all over, except that the name in English is...
NBD, it's also on Netflix and everywhere. So
you can check it out. Just the name in English is different. Return of a Warrior. You can check it out on Netflix. It's
I like
out
El
right now.
I think it's sexy.
Sexier, right?
It's sexier,
Yeah.
especially when you say it.
El
Speaking
Dragón.
of sexy, let's talk about your new single.
Not really.
No. no, your new single, the music.
That's the
we're
second
going
one.
there. We're like, wait.
Second strike of the day. I always, like I said, I'm very clumsy when I'm live. Okay. My new single, If I Close My Eyes, it's a beautiful love song. I think it's just, I wanted to write the perfect song for a marriage proposal, you know? Like, I think I want to marry you, sort of, you know, like, that one is everywhere. Whenever you want to propose, it's like you use, I think I want to marry you. But right now, I think, I just wanted to give them another option, and it's such a powerful ballad. I just wanted to write a very, very honest love song, like straight from the heart, and I think I've received video reactions of people like actually crying to it, and it's so beautiful to see that. If you get a chance to check out the video, If I Close My Eyes, it's on YouTube. There are so many marriage proposals in there that go along with the song and the lip sync, and it's pretty cool.
How'd you tap into that emotion to get there to perform this song?
I'm very romantic. Very, very, very romantic. I'm always, you know, I'm one of those people who it's like, oh, how am I gonna surprise my loved one today? You know, like it's something that you develop over time. Just this finding a way to put that into words. So I'm one of those songwriters. I don't sit down and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna write a song today. I just let the inspiration come to me. I was actually on the road when I wrote this song, and the road always gives me really nice feelings. You know, just looking
Even
at
that
things
is
go
so
by.
romantic. The road gives me nice feelings. The road gives me rage. I
have these same feelings in life. Learning so much about people today.
People say I'm too positive. It's I just see things go by, and it just, you know, it
butterflies.
brings me.
I don't. I see like the trash on the street. I'm like, oh, someone left trash.
I try to focus on the positive things, and that's what happened. I started getting like sentences, and the first one. The first sentence, the very first sentence that I came up with was "Let's begin a new story," and from there it just developed. And I love the song.
That's good. I like that. Let's begin a new story.
Yeah, I know. Like, if anyone out there is looking for a song for a marriage proposal or for your wedding, or if you have a friend who's looking for the perfect song for your wedding, listen to "If I Close My Eyes." I think it's probably gonna offer you those words that you're looking for, but you can't really find them. You're struggling, you know. I think it's.
I have an idea, Aaron.
Okay.
As two single women, maybe we should just send that song, like on the Raya apps or whatever, and just be like, "Listen, I'm prepping you. You should take notes."
This is where I think that's smart. Just establishing that right from the beginning.
What I'm expecting
exactly
in the next relationship.
Yes, I
just
agree.
set the bar.
Really high.
I agree. I do that, by the way, as well. I'm like, right from the beginning, I tend to go very fast. I'm like, you know, right from the beginning, I'm like, okay, I want marriage, I want kids, I want the whole
You
deal.
do not live in Los Angeles.
No, I don't. No, I don't. Why? How are things here in Los Angeles?
Well, the complete opposite.
Really?
There you go, Rodrigo.
No.
Everybody needs to hear your music, and maybe they too will become a romantic.
I hope so. I hope so.
Feed it through the speakers in LA, please.
Exactly.
I think the world needs a little more romanticism. We're kind of losing that. At least in Latin America, there's so much reggaeton right now, and it's fun. You know, I like to dance to it as well. But we still need love songs, and all the people that were doing love songs are now doing reggaeton, and it's like, no, we need love songs.
Well, we need love in general. We
Yeah.
need more of you, Rodrigo.
Especially this week, so.
Thank you.
Exactly,
Good.
especially
Good week.
this week. Please tell everyone where they can find and follow you, and of course, get your music.
Yeah, of course. On Instagram, it's at Soy Rodrigo Massa, which spelled at SOY Rodrigo Massa. It's spelled with double S. And all my other social media just at Rodrigo Massa. And please look for If I Close My Eyes, Rodrigo Massa on YouTube, and leave a little comment. I love reading them. People are really enjoying them. And the moment I see that song being used during a wedding or something, I think I'm honestly going to cry, because it's like so beautiful, you know, like when your song is being used in such meaningful moments for people.
Oh, well, thank you for sharing your light and love with the world,
No, thank
Rodrigo.
you.
We appreciate
Very
you.
nice.
Stay tuned. We'll be back with more on EverTalk Live.
Last night I dreamt and you were there, but when I woke in the morning, it didn't feel real. Putting the pieces back together, finding a strength I never knew. Start again. This time it's gonna be different. I'm learning to breathe again. This time it's gonna feel different. The past is in the past. Some things just never last. Learn to let go. Start again. Start again.
Welcome back to EverTalk Live. We are here with Dr. Lisa Masterson, who's truly a pioneer in women's healthcare, and I am loving the Mobile Mom Squad, Dr. Lisa.
Yeah, so are we. Mobile Mom Squad, I started here in the U.S. We actually started going internationally to try and decrease maternal mortality in Africa and India and Asia when it was increasing. And now, since it's been decreasing, but in the U.S., which is just startling, it's actually been increasing. We actually have one of the highest maternal mortality rates in the industrialized country. It's really amazing. It's embarrassing, you know, and we really need to change that around. We need to get at the root of what's causing that. And so we've started this right here in the U.S. to try and help improve the quality of life for mothers around. So we go to pregnancy homeless shelters. We've actually worked with this women's health company, Duchesne USA, that's been very helpful about trying to improve the health of mothers. We bring supplies, we do education in high schools. Like I said, we go around to the homeless shelters, and we also do telemedicine, which, you know, where there's these deserts where there aren't any ways that women can get to health care. We actually use telemedicine to try and get them the education and information and health care that they need. So we've been trying to reverse what's going on here in the USA, because there's just no excuse for us to have the highest maternal mortality rate.
No, what are some of the causes of that? I mean, what is at the root of this problem?
Access is a big problem, and actually, which is, again, just horrific here. There's actually a lot of racial injustice built into the healthcare system that people don't know about. African American women actually have 2 times the maternal mortality rate than other women. So you would never think in this day and age that would make a difference, but it really, really does. And then also just within the structure of the system, I mean, there are great things that just other people can't, you know, people who really need them can't get to, that are there for them to have, that, you know, to access, and they can't get to them.
Do you find there's a fear based on going and getting medical treatment or medical help because they don't understand what is provided and what's allowed and what's there to offer?
Some of it is fear, but because, you know, they don't trust the healthcare system. But then you're finding out it's sort of like a circle. They don't trust, but then when they go and find, you know, try
and get good medical care, they may not because of their socioeconomic background or because of their racial background. And they may not, have a voice in the medical system. And so it almost kind of feeds itself. So we've really got to make some changes. And so we're trying to find those problems and then to find out where we need as a society to make changes.
It's great what you're doing. So important. Why is this cause so near and dear to you? So why is it on your heart?
Well, I'm a mother and want to help other mothers, and an obstetrician gynecologist. I'm a doctor, and I feel like if I can help people, that's the gift and the thing that I've been given. And so I try and use that gift, whether it's here, whether it's Africa, whether it's India. That's kind of, it's not just a job, it's a vocation.
Why did you choose this job though, gynecology?
It chose me. It really chose me. It really chose me. Yes, I started off wanting to do it, which was really interesting because where my grandmother lived in Louisiana, they actually had 2 doors when I was 13 years old. 2 doors. We had to take my brother because he was sick, and they had a black door and a white door. And again, I felt like this is medicine. This is a human right. Nobody should be judged on the quality of their care by their race, color, religion, whatever. And then when I started down that path, I basically fell in love with when I was in residency with delivering babies. And there was one night I stayed up all night long delivering babies, and at 4 a.m. I just got inspired, and I felt like the Grinch, that my heart grew like 5 times that night, and I knew it was like, I'm done. This is kind of it.
I did choose you.
Mm-hmm. And that's what I hope for everybody, that they actually get to do what they really love. And I really love what I do because I keep finding new ways. I designed underwear at one point because women were getting such they were getting bad yeast infections from thongs, and so I designed a butterfly panty. I also have Health and Heals with Dr. Lisa, where I give out medical information and talk on the topics that women want to hear about. We just did a menstrual video called Riding the Tamponi. So I really try and use what I know to try and help other people, because I think that's what it's all about.
Mm-hmm. It really is. Well, and being able to have an open, safe space to have conversations about what's really affecting women in our healthcare.
Mm-hmm. And I find women crave this information. There's so much misinformation out there on the internet because we have all these channels to different information, but not all of it's accurate. And so the more we can, put accurate information out there, make it entertaining, make it accessible, the more people will live wonderful, healthy lives, and that's what it's all about, right?
Yeah. Making it less taboo to talk about women's issues.
Well, you have 2 young girls, right? I mean, are people having that conversation? Is it different than when we grew up?
So different.
It's
my
very
daughter,
different.
We have complete open conversations about everything. And my daughter's like, oh, so-and-so started her period. And it's like, it's completely, it's conversation about what's happening, what she wants to use one day, all of the things. And I'm like, I'm trying to keep up. Because I remember my mom was just like, oh, that happened and this is, here you go. But not it's just a part of their life where it's not even a big deal.
Right.
It's not a thing. It's just like, oh, this happened.
Yeah, they have so much access to information. They're bombarded and so it's really important that you talk to them now, really early, because they see so much information. Things go by. I mean, sometimes you're on your Instagram and like, whoa, what is that I just saw? So you really have to educate them early and empower them. Yeah. Empower them, help them to find their voices early.
Health and Heals.
That's right.
Yeah. I'm excited about the next generation of little girls. I think that we've given them as women, and we're really trying to educate women now and little girls, and be less taboo on talking about things. I'm excited to see what what becomes normal for them and talking about.
Be proud of being a woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Santel, please tell everyone where they can find and follow you, and of course contribute to the Mobile Mom Squad.
Oh yeah, there's mobilemomsquad.net if you want to know just about that. Then I'm also at Dr. Lisa M for Twitter, and Dr. Lisa Masterson on Instagram, and mastersonmd.com. I'm all over.
And are there any ways that we as a community in Los Angeles can contribute to the Mobile Mom Squad, or anywhere else in the country?
Oh, if you go on the mobilemomsquad.net, you can definitely donate, but you can not only donate money, supplies. We're looking for volunteers. There are so many women that need help when they're pregnant. And if you think about what a great thing is when you have support, think about being alone and being pregnant and not having any money or not having a place to live. And so the more you can sponsor a mom. and do thinking towards Mother's Day. So it's really important that we mothers, everybody support mothers, because that's the core of the family.
Well, even before Mother's Day, like showing that love on Valentine's Day to a woman who is pregnant and alone and who is scared, she needs it more than any of us.
No, it's absolutely right.
Thank you, Dr. Lisa. We appreciate you. Stay tuned. We'll be back more on EverTalk Live. 5, 4, 3, 2. Happy New Year, everyone. I'm your host, Jez Mouillet, aka The Trading Bell. What a morning it will be. Due to recent news, we're expecting that the market will be down today, but that could potentially present some opportunity for us. Let's take a look at our watch list. One of the things that differentiates the Trading Bell from any of the other stock shows, other than we do live trading, is everything that we do is on camera, so you can see it as it happens. You are seeing what's happening right now in this moment. 2020, it's all about money, money, money. That is my motto. Remember, money never sleeps, pal. That's right. That's why I'm here trading in Los Angeles live with you at the opening bell. Whew, sun is not even up yet, but the stocks are on the move. Numbers are moving faster than I can even speak. Well, let's face it. I'm excited. I'm thrilled. I've got goosebumps. This is a history in the making. Top of the list, SVRA up 154% this morning. Build BBI at 162. Oh, that feels good. BPH, Spring Bake Pharmaceuticals up 22%. That is going to make for a very sweet start to 2020. Filled. Woo! That feels good. Just a disclaimer, this is an entertainment show, so please don't treat any of the information you hear on the show as an investment advice, because trading is risky. What's on the year strong? Visit EverTalk TV, Facebook, or Instagram at The Trading Bell. Remember, every dream has its price. What's yours?
When you have your design, then it comes to the part that you gotta understand or find who's the best contractor for you. It's called bid assistant. Now you have the map, you want to see how much it costs, you give it to several different contractors. Usually I would say between 2 to 3 contractors would be suitable. This phase, it depends on what type of package or what kind of design our clients have with us. Sometimes we help with the bid assistant stage.
Welcome back to EverTalk Live. We are here with Mitra Silva, and that was a gorgeous look at a little bit about what your genius is, and that's healing spaces, the design of it. Tell us a little bit about that and how you built this business.
First, thank you for having me here.
Of
you
course.
guys are awesome. Healing spaces, healing means so many things to so many people. I always, when we have clients or when we talk about healing spaces, I make sure we tap into what makes us happy, what makes us joyous, what healing means to you as an individual. So promoting that and thinking, what is that intention behind my healing? It depends where you are in your life or where you are in your business. Healing means different things. So in general, like if you want to generalize like healing, I would say it brings comfort, it brings celebration, it brings positive energy. So all of these elements is bring that healing, I would say healing elements into your space. So as far as the design, what kind of environment we're creating that's going to promote and triggers those points are the most important elements to it. Yeah.
So what are those elements of design that do kind of trigger that emotion, that feeling of renewal and joy? Because I think it goes so far beyond just some of the most beautiful plastic surgeons' offices in Beverly Hills, because that can translate to someone's home as well.
Yeah. So the first thing is intention. You want to make sure what is the intention of this space I want to create. For example, when we create the space for our clients, there's a first stage is about, we call it mood board, but it's like, who are you? What do you want to create? So if you want to do it at home even, it's the same format. What do you want to create? If I can give you like 3 tips, simplify that you can do it right away. First, I would say declutter. The space that you can breathe, that is open. Sometimes I give that suggestion to our clients, like even at home, try this like 10 minutes timer, literally, and just go. Like see how you can move things around, you can declutter things, you can simplify things in your space. That would be number 1. Number 2, I would say lighting. Human behaviors controls by lighting. When there's light that is fluorescent, you know, the old hospitals, like you feel like you get sicker. You get sicker even like getting to the space than when you walked in. Making sure, it's just more like a fancy word of like what is the temperature of the light. The most healing lighting is the natural light. So it's 3,500 lumens. So when you just change your light bulbs, simply go ask or like buy it from Home Depot, 3,500 lumens, change your light bulbs.
That's
or get a
great
lamp.
Suggestion.
Get a lamp that it has that light, just put it at your desk, next to your bedroom, next to your bed, or like any place in your house or in your office. It's just gonna change the mood immediately. So you feel more open, you feel like renewed and like decluttered and fresh. And the third thing I would say, it depends on where you are in your mood. Sometimes healing means celebration. You want to be more vibrant, so you want orange, you want like a light purple, like lavender color, or any of those. Get just like a simple pillow or a throw, or like even like a coaster. Sometimes when you get to your desk, like some of our doctors are so busy, they get into the surgery, it's just so much going on, but just one thing that you intentionally get it for make you happier, to make you more awesome, to make you feel like healing, meaning like put you in that center mode. It can be as simple as a coaster or a pillow or something that is gonna bring you to your room.
Every doctor's office in Beverly Hills always has a purple orchid. You notice that?
White or purple.
White or purple orchids. I think that's so interesting, but it does. It kind of evokes that healing feeling, renewed, and it's like very spa-esque, you know?
Yeah. So just those 3 elements, it can just immediately change the environment. The design that we usually do, that I love to do, is like more simple. Less is more. I would say like when you keep your space very open, there's the opportunity for you to experience who you are in your space. And that's like part of that positive transformation, because when you're in the space that it has a lot of design elements, it can change your mood versus you be the one impacting your space by having a really open canvas.
Do you have a favorite space that you like to redo for people? Like, is there something you get excited, you're like, yes, I love to redo the bedroom or their office, like something that you feel like really truly changes their feeling?
It's very, very funny, and oddly, I love restrooms.
Okay.
I love restrooms.
Okay.
And the reason is, especially as a woman, that's the moment that you're all by yourself. And a lot of our all of our projects, and we educate our clients, like that's the moment that you can impress your patient and you say, I care. So one of our focal point in the design of the office and the medical space is restroom. You can try it even at home. It doesn't have to be a lot of things. It has to be intentional. You can just put like fresh flowers on a weekly basis, or you can just put a frame or a picture that means something to you, change the lighting, and making sure everything is fresh and open and clean. We usually like make sure that we don't, like the restroom that we design, we usually give extra care to the wall. So one wall can be all tiles all the way to the ceiling, but something that it has the color that is like vibrance, is beautiful. Or we do like wallpaper, or when we use the faucet and the sink, we make sure we really give extra attention to it, because the feeling of you touch that faucet, it makes you feel different. And that's the moment that when you're in that space, you feel like you're cared, even for yourself. when you're doing it at home.
It's so interesting. I always, when I experience a very nice restroom, then you go back to the table and you go, oh, you should go to the bathroom.
Exactly.
You
So
know?
in restaurant, in hospitality, in hotels, that's like really top notch, and that's what we try to bring because they understand that really creating the experience with no distraction is the restroom. And that's what you want to do, even for yourself at home. Do that. Like, you know, in the bedroom, like I know like we always pay attention to the living room, bedroom and all this, but restroom is a place that you actually.
That's what I'm doing when I go home today. Really focus on my bathroom.
We'll make a stop at home, guys.
Right.
Pick up a few things. Well, thank you so much, Beecher. We appreciate you. Please tell everyone where they can find about you, learn more about your business.
Sure, Simour, SIMOUR, design.com. That's our website. And Instagram, Simour Design. And you can just Google us. Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much. We appreciate you.
you.
And we appreciate you on your special day hosting EverTalk Live. We will be back tomorrow at 9 a.m. for the full episode. Please be sure to check out EverTalk at Apple TV and Roku, and of course on all socials. Until tomorrow, have a happy Tuesday, everyone.
Happy
Cheers.
Tuesday.
Happy
Thank you.
Tuesday.